Okay, let us now discuss another example of Java program. So in the previous example program, we have not used any variable. So let us now discuss another program where we have used variables. So perhaps no other concept is more fundamental to a programming language than that of a variable. So as you probably know, a variable is a named memory location that may be assigned a value by your program. The value of a variable may be changed during the execution of the program. So this program it shows how a variable is declared and how it is assigned a value. So this program also illustrates some new aspects of console output. So as the comments at the top of the program, you can see the comments. So we'll call this file as example2.java. So the file name is example2.java and the class name is obviously example2.java. That will be same as that of the file name. Okay. So let us now run this program and see what will be the output. So we will use Shift F6 to run this program and let us see the output of this program. So we can see that the output shows the first sentence. It is displaying the first sentence, that is this is num, that we have tried to display it, and the second sentence is the value of num into 2. It is calculating the value which is 200. So now let us take a closer look at why this output is generated. So the first line in this program is int num. So as you can see in the comment section, the comment says that this particular statement is declares a variable called num. Okay, so this line basically declares an integer variable called num. So Java, like most other languages, requires that variables be declared before they are used. So as you can see in inside the bracket, I have also written the syntax of this particular of variable declaration. That is, this is the syntax of variable declaration: type followed by variable name. So here type specifies the type of variable being declared, and var name is the name of the variable. So if you want to declare more than one variable of the specified type, so you may use a command separated list of variable names. Java defines several data types, just like C and C++, including the integer, character, and a floating point. So the keyword int specifies an integer type. So all of you must have, all of you already know these things, right? So in the program, the second line is now this one, num equal to 100. That is what this line do. This line simply assigns to the variable num the value 100. So in Java, the assignment operator is a single equal sign. So okay, so the next line of code, that is system.out.println, as we have discussed in the previous program also. So this line of code, it outputs the value of num preceding by the string this is num. So after the string that we have we tried to display it here, this is num, will get the value of the value of the variable num. Okay, so in this statement, the plus sign, we can see a plus sign in front of the before this variable num. So in this statement, the plus sign, it causes the value of num or the variable to be appended to the string that precedes it. That is, we will get the value of the variable after this particular string that we have used, and then the resulting string is the output. So we can see here that we in this output section we can see that we got this value. No, this is num. So this is num was the string that we have entered here, and this operator plus operator, it just adds the value of the particular variable num. So num was initially assigned the value 100. So the current value of the variable num is 100. So 100 will be displayed here. So this approach can be generalized, and using the plus operator, you can join together as many items as you want within a single println statement. So after this, the next line of statement, what it does is this one, num equal to num into 2. The next line of code, it assigns num the value of num 2 times. because we are multiplying it with 2, that is it is assigning the value of num 2 times. Okay, like most other languages, Java uses the star operator to indicate multiplication. So of this, after this line executes, the variable num will contain the value 200, because initially the value of the variable num was 100, and when we multiply it with 2, so the final output will become 200. So we can see it in the output, that the value of num into 2 is 200. So here the next two lines in the program that we have already discussed, I guess. Then several new things are occurring here. First, the built-in method print is used to display the string. So you can see here that we have used only print here, not print ln. And so for the built-in method print, it is used to display the string. The value of num into 2 is. Okay, so this is the string that we have used. This string is not followed by a new line. So what is the difference between print and print ln? When we use print ln, then we will get a new line. Okay, so this particular string is not followed by any new line. So this means that when the next output is generated, it will start on the same line. So the print method is just like println, except that it does not output a new line character after each call. So now look at the call to println. Okay, this is the call to println. Notice that num is used by itself. Okay, so both print and println can be used to output values of any of Java's built-in types. So this is the example. This was another example Java program.